So hello again. I'd like to give you another performance update with this project, the NVG30 to PVS31 project. No? This is a performance review of the NVG30 components itself. No? So it doesn't matter if it's on a different housing. I will be talking about the raw performance of the device, because I don't see any much discussions about this with the NVG30, where it works even without moonlight. There are certain cases, certain scenarios that the NVG30 could be usable without moonlight. So let me show you guys. So we are on the last week of March. So what do I mean by that? So why did I mention that? I mentioned the date because we all know that at the last week of the month, the moon is already facing towards the sun. Its orbit is getting closer and closer to the sun. So what does it implies? It implies that at night, you won't see it. Maybe you'll see it before dawn, but that's it. No, you will expect that all throughout the night there will be no moon. But I don't know if the camera could see. I'm pointing at the sky. There's no starlight, so let me use the NVG30 to show. I'm pointing at the sky. So here's the landscape. So I'll be pointing at the sky. So it's not seeing any starlight because it's a cloudy night. So what ends up happening is the light pollution all over this area is being reflected from the cloud, and the cloud reflects it back to the ground, that ambient light. And apparently that ambient light is enough to partially illuminate the surrounding area, enough for the NVG30 to see it. So bear with me guys, the NVG30 is not really that focused, but as you can see, it's quite usable. No, even at more than approximately 30 meters you could pick up movement. Now obviously, if you look through the screen, it would be a lot better. It would appear a lot better. I'm using a phone camera and it's very difficult to line this up. But yeah, in this scenario, obviously there's no moon illumination. My naked eye, even if it is adjusted already, my pupils have adjusted. I've been out in the night long enough, no, to let my pupils adjust, no. But I can still see 10 meters, beyond 10 meters away from me. I can see it anymore. But with this, you could pick up movement uh, way beyond that distance. So yeah, I know, if you can't really compare it to analog tech, but for the price, it's pretty good. Gets the job done. See? You could see the landscape. So with my naked eye, I can't really see that much. Now this is quite a forested area, so that's another challenge for the device. But yeah, for the price you can't really complain. And another thing about the device is, I don't know if I could show this Now, let me try. But this device distinguishes the IR lights quite well. So here's another advantage of a colored device, colored night vision device. It can distinguish infrared light from normal light. So let me line this up to the eyepiece. So it's detecting CCTV cameras. Look at that. That pink glow signifies that it's an infrared security camera light. It's a light from a security camera. Although this footage doesn't really give justice to the NVG30. But trust me, if you look it through the eyepiece directly, you could really distinguish that pink glow from an IR device. So yeah, there could be a use case for that. I'm not really sure how, but it's an interesting thing that could distinguish IR light quite effectively from other type of light sources. So yeah, here's another look. It's really difficult to line this up, to line the phone camera to the screen. So yeah, for those of you that are thinking about purchasing one of these, you won't be disappointed. And this is again without moonlight. With moonlight, it really looks so much better with the details and the color. If you use the color mode, it really looks beautiful. So that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you what this device can do even without moonlight. And of course, if the sky is clear, I'm confident to say that I would rather use my naked eye. Even though at that scenario with clear skies, it's gonna look darker to the device. It would still perform better than the naked eye in terms of light amplification. But at that point, I wouldn't sacrifice my peripheral visions. Sorry, I will not sacrifice my peripheral vision with using my naked eye than this constrained, very claustrophobic field of view of the NVG30. So what I'm trying to say, it's not worth it. At that point, will not be worth it to use the amplification power of the NVG30 because it doesn't really have a significant difference if you use the naked eye at that scenario. But with little moonlight, it's a different story. Or even if there's no moonlight but there's cloud cover, and you know that the area is there are ambient light present, there's light pollution present in your area, you could still put this to good use. So yeah, again, this video is not about the modifications that I did, but let me show you guys again what I did to this device. Also the UI, I was able to preserve the UI, the user interface, because I have successfully transferred the three buttons that activates the user interface. It controls the entire device. Here's a picture of the wires. So again, it's roughly made. If I 3D printed one of these with my design, I would make a better way to route this wire, no, not exposed like this. But again, it's just a prototype. This is just a proof of concept. So I was able. Another thing I did is I was able to transfer the battery compartment. No? So it's still using the 18650 battery. So it's really a good battery for this device. So I took the time and effort to fabricate this battery compartment because it's worth it to use the 18650 battery for this device. I would have gone to the easier route and use a CR123. I could have found a way to install that using the original PVS31 dummy bottom panel. That could be a lot easier, but using one CR123 to this device, it's not gonna perform well. You won't enjoy it, although it will work. You're not gonna enjoy it. This is so much and more enjoyable, although I would be smooth. I would smoothen this. No, I'll finish this better. I'll provide a better, smoother finish to this. But so far, I'm happy with how this is performing. And I still retain the original lens. Uh, as you have seen on the previous video, I used um, a wider field of view lens. Uh, it gives an approximate of 57 degrees field of view horizontally, and I think vertically I think it gives 30 to 35 degrees field of view. But the problem with that, as I have observed, is I think you could only go so far with using those kinds of lenses, because if you go too wide, the the display, the image that will be shown on the display module will appear too small. So what I'm trying to say is you're trying to squeeze in all that image into the same screen. So what ends up happening is closer objects will tend to look sorry, um, objects will tend to look a bit farther than it's supposed to. Unlike this, it looks like a true 1x view. If you use wide field of view lens, it would look like it's about 10 meters away, when in reality it's just around 4 meters. Oh, sorry, it's just around 3 meters away. So there's a use case for that. So if you're on a CQB scenario, I don't think that off-scale view would really impact you as compared to using it in an open field where you're observing, and at 100-yard mark you can't distinguish human silhouettes anymore, even in just 100 yards, because it will look like it's around 500 yards away, those silhouettes. So it's gonna be hard to distinguish targets. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is I believe that this is just the right lens for this, not the stock lens. Or maybe a wider field of view lens that will only increase the field of view a little bit more. Just to add a bit more, probably 50 degrees field of view horizontally, but beyond that, I don't think it's a good idea anymore. So yeah. So that's it for the update. So my next update will be a performance test of this when there's moon, no? So we're coming close, no? We're at the last week of March. At the first week of March, I'll try to make a video showing its potential while there's moonlight. So first week of the month, it's not gonna be the brightest month. Obviously, the moon have just started its circulation, no? So it's still in front of the Earth, looking towards the sun. It's still close to the sun. But at least in the afternoon, no, right at sunset, there will be a moonlight present. So let's see. So goodbye.